Hey guys, episode 184 of the Running Journey coming your way. I'm Rob Tatro, joined in this episode by my brother Charlie. First half of the episode, less than half, let's call it a third. Charlie and I review a little bit about the kind of mini viral debate that Phil Gore had on our podcast last week. Would you rather run solo the rest of your life or only in groups the rest of your life? We talk about that. We talk about where Charlie and I are at right now in our running lives, and Charlie gets a little serious and emotional for a stretch here, so listen up for that. Then after that, we get into a whole bunch of other conversations that end up just being, I'll say, more fun and more lively for sure. There's a discussion about next year's schedule. There's discussion about whether or not we do an Ironman. There's discussion about New York Marathon. A bunch of other fun discussions like that. So. And also a couple would you rather games. So anyways, episode 184 of the Running Journey. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. Give us a 5-star review. It would mean a lot to us if you did. Enjoy this episode, guys. It's a good one. All right, guys, welcome 184, episode 184 of the Running Journey. I'm Rob. I'm joined by my brother, Charlie. We are live out of Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, planet Earth, solar system, Milky Way. Anyways, we're here. Charlie, how you been?
Good. How about you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. We're recording this Tuesday. Phil Gore just you talked with Phil Gore last week. I loved the episode, by the way. You and Simo, great questions. The first thing I want to talk about before we get into our training, before we get into some shout outs, this concept that went mini viral by my standards on my Instagram. So my most viewed video ever was like 40,000 views or something. And it was the video with our premier, Wab Canoe, who announced the CMV funding screening when I ran with him 2 years ago or whatever, 3 years ago. And this one is on pace to break that. So a lot of people chiming in on this concept of, would you rather run every kilometer the rest of your life alone, or would you rather only be able to run with a group? So in other words, if you had to run only one or the other the rest of your life, would you choose to run alone the rest of your life, or would you choose to run with a group the rest of your life? What do you think most people are saying online?
I'm gonna guess 60-40 alone.
Yeah, it's very anecdotal, but it looks like it's about 90-10 alone. But I guess there's a bias there, probably. Would there be a bias that more people that are likely to comment, likely to probably, or more likely to do a lot of miles, likely to watch Phil Gore, likely to run alone?
Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure.
You're clearly on the alone camp here, you and Simo?
Yeah. Yep. For sure. Yep.
Okay, you were quite sure in the podcast. And by the way, thanks for watching. If you haven't watched episode 183 of the Running Journey, go back and listen to it because it's really good. If you were quite sure that I would be a group runner type guy, right?
Yeah, not 100% sure, but I was guessing. No, I wouldn't say I was 100% sure, but
Yeah, I wasn't at first when I watched it and I listened to it live. I was like, oh, obviously I'm going to be a group runner if I had the choice. Like, that's so fun to run with people.
yeah.
But then on my run since and my bikes, and I've been thinking about this idea. Plus, like there's a lot of people commenting on this by my standards, my little mini Instagram standards. So I started thinking about what some of the people are saying. Like, what do you do if you can't find someone to go run, and you need to go do a run? What do you let's say I were to choose only run with people the rest of my life? There'd be a lot of coordinating.
Yeah, I mean, I think but I think you got to take the logistics out of it. So that's
Take the logistics out of it?
it's a logistics problem.
What about like the pacing issue? If, like, when you're doing your build and stuff, could you just do a track workout and someone's doing slightly faster 400s or slower 400s and that could still work?
Yeah, that to me is that's a
That's a
form
group
of a
run.
logistics problem, right?
Okay.
So finding someone like I guess you can go through that question in different ways, but like if you take that to me is again, yeah, it's logistics, right? So if you could get all your workouts in and you had someone that's at your pace and you didn't have to worry about setting up the runs,
It's more of a
what,
philosophical debate.
yeah, what, like, I mean, in that case, like, I think you would probably go group if you didn't have to worry about all the logistics
If
of
I didn't
running.
have to worry about logistics and I had enough friends that wanted to run with me,
Yeah, yeah,
I think I would probably do group. Although I love running by myself too. Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
love it
No,
too.
for sure. There's the odd time. I think I think most people will say that they want both, right?
Yeah, but you
And
can't. That's the whole point of your
yeah, yeah,
question,
yeah.
which was why it was such a
But
good
it's to what
question.
extent, right?
Yeah. At gunpoint, I would probably pick alone, to be honest, just because those long runs by myself. I don't know, man. It would be tough for me to decide, and I haven't decided yet. So I guess I'm not ready to decide yet, because I do love I love running alone. But like I've done, let's transition here as a podcast.
Hmm.
We're gonna transition into talking a bit about training. We have a race coming up, you and I, Berlin.
Yeah, yeah. So sorry, maybe another philosophical question.
KK, I love these.
I saw people running in the evening.
Oh, this is
S-
crazy. What's wrong with these people running at night? Are what are they
Okay,
okay?
so I don't know what this is too easy of a choice. So I mean, uh, have to do your runs before 5 a.m. or after 5 p.m., one or the other.
That is a good one, Charlie. And I got one after for you. Okay. After 5 a.m.
No, before, sorry, maybe I don't know
No, before 5 a.m., that's good.
how
I think,
early I got to go here, but
but you
let's say
started
6
before
a.m.
5?
to 6 p.m.
Okay, but like you have to finish before 6 a.m.?
Start before start before 6.
Start before 6. Okay, I would
I
take
mean,
that.
I feel
Start.
like I'm an early riser and that's not a big deal for me, but like I haven't been doing it recently.
Well, I
So
think start before 6, I think is late enough that I think you'd get everyone on the start. What if it was start before 5?
start before 5 or end before
End
6.
before 6. Let's say that.
End before 6 or start after 6 p.m.
Even your long runs though, you have to end them before 6. What if it's start at or before 5 a.m. and however long it goes, it goes. So if it's a long
Okay, okay,
run,
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, yeah, let's go with that.
I would still take the morning. You have to. I would just adjust my life, I think. Like you can't run at night. Like that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
these
psychotic.
crazies, Marty Lafleche and all those guys.
I know, and I see it all the time on Strava. I'm like, what do you who's and maybe we're different. Who's
Yeah,
enjoying
no,
that?
I think it matters. Yeah.
I've done it because I didn't have time to fit it in the rest of my day. But every time I go on an evening run, so like by the time I make the decision that let's say I'm lazy and I slept in, or I decided I needed to sleep more than I needed to run in the morning. So now I'm committing to either a lunch run if I can get it in at work, or an evening run. Oh, let's say my son's got a soccer practice, and I'm like, you know what? I'll go for a jog during his soccer practice. Those are the worst runs of my week by far. I feel like I can't move. I feel like I'm moving so slow. They're just not fun. I don't enjoy them. They feel like they last forever. It's like how I felt when I started running, how hard it was to run. I'm not getting anything from them. I'm guessing you're the same way, right? Charlie? You're
I feel like my motivation goes down to almost zero after 9 a.m.
okay, this would have been my question. If it would have been something like only runs before, I guess it's the same debate, but I was gonna say like first thing in the morning versus like after breakfast. But it's kind of the same debate. Like you're saying you're not doing first thing in the morning. Like it would have to be like before 5 a.m. or 8 to 10 or something. Or after 8 p.m. It's the same debate. So yeah, you're probably
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
are you answering the same way though? You'd probably be okay with an 8 a.m. start. But then you're into
I mean,
work.
yeah, but I don't have time at 8 a.m. So
Yeah, it doesn't work. Plus, that's when the kids are up and breakfast and their daycare and whatever's going on in life. So that's yeah, your question was much better than mine, and I'm definitely a morning guy, and I think most people would for sure be on. Maybe I'll ask Tyson or Juice to put this up on our Instagram and see what most people. Would you rather run every jog the rest of your life, starting before 5 a.m. or at 5 a.m. or after 6 p.m. the rest of your life? That was the edit that they can put in the Instagram. Is high end podcast we have here. Okay, so what was I going to transition to? Oh, training. I want to ask about training. I'm excited about training now. So we got Berlin in 4.5 weeks. Lots of time, right? So much time. So much time.
Yeah, lots of time.
How do you feel?
I feel like whatever. Just gonna take it one day at a time. It's not gonna go well,
Okay.
but it's fun.
You don't think the race will go well?
Well, I mean, yeah, it'll go well, I guess. I mean, I'm just, yeah, it'll be fine.
But you've already picked your next one. Remind me what it is again. I couldn't even think of it the other day. Like your December marathon or your late November marathon?
Uh, Maybe, I don't know, Phoenix. Maybe I'll do Phoenix.
Phoenix. I was talking to Silaf, Colin Lafreniere about that. I couldn't remember what your next one was. Okay. All right. I'm not gonna push you to talk about it, but do you want to talk about why you're not feeling well? I don't want to.
No, I don't care. That's why I don't want to talk about it. Like I'm just gonna do my best, and that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. It's just like I'm not gonna be as good as I used to be. So whatever. I don't have time in 4 weeks to get in shape. So
I had fun. I had fun with. I've had. What are we? August 25th. I've had one, two. I've had four. What you and I would call workouts since I've been back from Run with Rob. I did a track workout with Colin Lafreniere, which was my first kind of moving of any kind. We went to Grant Park. We did some loops there, and then we did some track. I could not follow him. I could not come close to following Colin Lafreniere. He was very fast. I think he slowed down for me. I think he was like, because that was my first. My heart rate immediately shot up. I felt like I couldn't run. I felt just. I didn't remember this from the past Run with Robs. I didn't remember like afterwards the period where you're trying to get back into running and you can't run, like you're not able to go fast because your body is still recovering. You probably remember this from either after ultras or after 50 milers or the 100 miler you did. You probably remember like the first jog you did 2 weeks after or whatever. Does that ring a bell to you? When you first tried to
uh,
go fast?
I don't remember the last time I was able to run fast. So yeah, I mean, yeah, no, it's a normal feeling for me. But yeah, no, it's a lot worse if you haven't done it in a while, I guess. Yeah.
Well, I think I haven't done it in a while is one thing, but also like what would you call it? The physical limitations of your body recovering. Like everything's kind of sore and you're just not able to move the hip flexors and the knees and the whatever at the fast pace. So I had that going on. So I tried to follow Colin Lafreniere. I had so much fun on that workout though, and my heart rate went so high. I tried to follow him, and it was like a race for me. He's looking in great shape, by the way, for sub 3, but it was super fun to just run with him. So I finished that workout, and I said, okay, well, that was hard, but it was fun. Then I went and I did a fast finish with Phil Marcoux. So all of my Phil, friend of the pod, Phil. So we were supposed to do 17 miles, I think it was. What would that be? 28 kilometers, give or take. And we started going, and Phil had this loop built out, and it was great. And I usually get a period of time early on in my run where my heart rate spikes at about 10 minutes, and it lasts for a few minutes, and then it comes back down. So it doesn't happen all the time, but it happens somewhat regularly where it's, I guess it's like my body's thinking that we got to get ready for something pretty crazy. So it'll spike to like 155, 160, and then it'll drop to 120. This happens pretty regularly. Anyways, I saw the spike and I was like, okay, yeah, there's a spike. And it just never came back down. We were doing 5-minute kilometers and it stayed at 160 and then 165. And then it was like 160, 170. For me, that's very, very high. It was at 170, just there's the build up to the fast finish. I hadn't even started the fast finish yet. So I'm huffing and puffing. I can't get through a sentence. And Phil is like, are we doing the fast finish, Rob? Like, are we? I was like, yeah, no, we're going to try it. Yeah. 8K we were supposed to do. So he was like, what do you want to do? I was like, let's start at 4:30, which is about, I think it's 18 seconds faster than my race pace, which is supposed to be, am I right on that? 4:12 or is it 4:14? I don't even know. Do you know offhand?
Well, 3-hour marathon is 4:16.
4:16. Okay, sorry. 4:14 is what I use for Strava tax. So 14 seconds slower than 16, 14, 15 seconds slower than whatever it's supposed to be. It was so hard. My heart rate was high. And then he said, what do we do next K? I said 2 seconds faster every kilometer. And heart rate was like at 180. And I was just trying to follow Phil. Phil was going ahead of me and he was doing like 4:28, then 4:26, then 4:24. And like every kilometer felt like this is the hardest kilometer of my life. But what's crazy is it was like so exhilarating to try to follow and try to catch up. So I wasn't able to do all of the workout at the pace we were supposed to, but just following Phil was so fun. And I hadn't hit that heart rate in forever. So I realized, because then I went out and I did a workout by myself this past weekend, and I couldn't touch anything near the level of effort that I did on that day. Does this happen to you where?
Well, I think probably did you have an HR monitor, or probably wasn't right is what I'm saying. That like a 40 beat swing to me just.
It wasn't 40.
Well,
you mean like
usually you're 120 and you were 170, so.
Sorry, to be clear, I was at 170 for the fast finish.
Okay, but you said you were at 150 right away, 160.
Yeah. No, I was just out of shape. it was so hard for me.
Well, I never get it. No matter how out of shape I am, I never get 40 beat swings. I get 10 beat swings.
Okay, so I'm telling you, it was like I was laboring through it. It felt like the last 10K of a marathon.
Yeah, I know it, but it's likely not just that you were laboring. It's likely, potentially, my theory is that it's probably a data issue too. But,
yeah, I don't think it is, but
because a 40 heart rate, that's never happened to me. And I've had very, very a lot.
What would you call a swing? What would you call a swing? Like, sorry, I'm trying to understand.
So if I get really out of shape and I do the same workout, at let's say, it might be 15 beats different.
Okay, but I'm not saying I could do the same workout 40 beats below. That's not what I said. That workout was a fast finish workout. I pushed at 180. Normally, like this past weekend, I did that same workout. I was at 165. So it was about 10 to 15 beats lower. What I'm saying is my heart rate spiked and then it usually falls after.
Yeah, that part too, to me, that tells me that's data, because that's a thing that sometimes I get a glitch where it shows 180 when I start.
Yeah, so it won't show 180 for me. It usually will go to 145 or 150, but I feel it. I feel that I can't talk. I feel like I'm winded. I feel like it's hard for me. And I'm like, what is going on? Why is it so hard? I'm not, and it's like, I just have to and then it just kind of goes away. This happens to me regularly. I don't think it's a data issue. So that piece was exaggerated on this day. Was exaggerated. It was more than what it normally is, I guess. But the workout itself I just ended up kind of redlining the whole workout.
Yeah, yeah. So for me, it's I guess it's a little different when I start. I guess I just go really slow to start, so I don't get that. I go by feel, I guess, when I start, maybe more. I don't know. So, um, 'cause it's for me, it all yeah, I do get that feeling when it all of a sudden starts feeling, or it's not that it feels easier. It's just that all of a sudden I'm a mile faster, and I haven't noticed it. So I guess it's kind of a similar thing where instead of the heart rate going down, it's just my pace goes up at the same effort.
Yeah, I kind of backed myself in a corner because Phil and I were excited about this workout. We're texting the
Yeah.
night before. What pace are we going to do it? How's it going to go? So we kind of decided on a pace ahead of time, and Phil was pacing me. So in hindsight, had I been by myself, there's no way I would have gone that fast because it was way too hard. It wasn't like it was, I would have just gone by feel and it would have been 6 minute kilometers instead of 5 minute kilometers to start for the build because I hadn't really done 5 minute kilometers much or at all. So I I don't know if that was a good kind of if it was a productive workout. I don't know. Like did I I think it was, but maybe not. Maybe it was too much, right? Maybe it was way too much for where I was. Maybe I should have gone way slower. I did feel good afterwards, though, just like mentally. I was like, oh, all right, I can still run. I can still move. It's not super fast and it was very, very hard, but I'm moving. So that's good.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it was productive. Like it's just like the only reason anyone would like not want you to do a workout like that is if it burns you out before you get to the race, right? So like to me, it's for sure it was productive. That there's no doubt about it. And I think you'll be. I think as long as you recover, you'll be fine. But yeah.
Yeah, but isn't there an argument that, you like that was like probably close to a race effort for me. 2 hours is probably like close to like the hardest
So
I've
how
ever.
long? How many miles did you
I
do?
think it was 17 miles and I think or 18 miles and I think we did 2 hours and 5 minutes or something like that. 2 hours and 10 minutes. 2 hours. So it was like a pretty long effort, sustained effort. I think my average heart rate was in the low 160s maybe or high 150s. So for
Mm-hmm.
me, I only usually see that for like races because I don't hit.
Yeah, it seems like maybe that was a little too much. But again, like I still don't think your data was accurate. But
The early piece where it spikes.
a portion of it, like it could be the. Did you have a heart rate monitor?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it was on your wrist. So for sure, for me, my wrist is pretty accurate if I'm at like a 9, like kind of a easy pace, easy-ish pace. But as soon as I go like close to like threshold, it goes higher on my watch than what my heart rate monitor would give me. So I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to put your mind at ease that maybe your heart rate didn't go that high, and it feels hard. Like that going that high is going to feel hard no matter what, especially if you haven't had it. But maybe your heart rate wasn't as high as you think.
Okay.
Is what I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Because like if you did, because I know from your races that like close to 160, that's like your marathon effort. So I feel like there's no like maybe you did do a marathon effort, but I have a feeling that you just have that in your head that you would be able to know to hold back a little bit.
The problem is the difference, the whole reason I was trying to tell this story is because I was following Phil. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
trying to keep up to Phil. It was like a
yeah, yeah,
race for me. I just wanted to follow him so bad. I just wanted to,
yeah. No, I understand that part.
and I
I
couldn't.
still think that your internal pacer would have told you to stop if it was too close to like a marathon effort or slow down potentially.
Yeah,
Anyways, I'm just telling you you'll be fine. That's all I'm saying.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I'm just sharing. That's what we do here. I tell
Well, I
stories
mean,
of my
yeah.
life.
So if your question was if I did a marathon effort for 18 miles, that's a good idea. No, that's definitely not a good idea. But I don't think you quite did that. I think you were close, but maybe not.
Okay. Anyways, I was pumped. I was pumped about it. I was excited. I did that one. And then I went with, who did I run with last week? Oh, I ran with Blake Peter, the guy who won the Instagram contest, was coming to New York. We were doing, what did we do that day? I think we did 5 1K intervals.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
those are so fun. Like, that's probably my absolute favorite workout on to do. Like, or 800s, but like 5 100s is I love it. I don't know.
100s, no, 1Ks, you mean, right?
Did I say 100s? 1K.
Well, you
Five
said
times.
1K the first time. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
five times
I knew what
1K.
we were talking about.
5 times 1K. And you you just lay it all out, and then you get, what did we get? 2 minute breaks, I think. Is it 2 minutes? 3 minutes? I think it's two
Mine were
minute
three
break.
minutes. Mine were
Two or
three
three,
minutes. So I'm
whatever it
guessing
is.
we had the same workout. So
So I started at the same pace that I ran with Colin last week,
yeah.
the average. And I just said, okay, let's see how you feel at this one. And then I felt really good. So then I just, every kilometer, I just stepped up the pace and I did a progressive. And I was like, okay, this is fun. I'm way faster than I was last week already. So I think the rust, whatever you want to call it, I don't know if it's rust, the cobwebs, the whatever, is shaking off real quick for me. And it's fun. And Ryan Brammer texted me. He says, "Yeah, LeBrokery method all over again." Yep, that's what it feels like. And then I did this weekend. I was in Minneapolis. I did a 18-mile fast finish, 18-mile total with a 5-mile fast finish. Same workout. Ended up being the same workout because I got lost and I didn't have any directions with me, so I got lost and it was way quicker, and my heart rate was probably, I felt 1,000 times better, just 1,000 times better. So I'm really excited for my next long workout. I think it's 19 miles with a 6-mile fast finish. Or what do you have this weekend?
I don't know. I haven't checked. I'm sure it's probably something similar in 19 miles.
I'm wondering if what I'm going to top out at. I'm wondering if I'm going to top out at 18 miles on Saturday with same workout. 18 with a 5-mile fast finish. Okay, that's what I'm doing on Saturday. 2 track workouts this week.
I haven't looked at any of my coach's comments or anything.
So you're not feeling good. That's what I do when I'm not.
No, I just don't care. Like, I just don't care. I don't know if I've lost interest in running or what. But
Do you think?
I've partially lost interest, maybe.
Does it have to do maybe with how busy you are at work and stuff?
Yeah, probably. I haven't done my workout today yet. I've got 18 miles on Saturday.
With a 5 fast finish?
Yeah, I don't really know. 5, yeah.
I often wonder about that. Is there ever going to be a time where I'm just going to not want to run? I'm going to completely lose interest and it's going to
It's
end.
not that I don't want to run. It's just that, like, it's hard to explain. It's just that it's not like I'm not obsessed about it like I was before. But at the same time, I worry that, like, I mean, last week I skipped 3 days, and I'd skipped a bunch the week. Like, that's why I'm not like it's. I'm a person that just needs to run every day to be an actual decent runner. with everything. I need like I'm not a natural at anything, so I need to do things a lot to be half decent at them. Um,
I would push back a little bit on that, but I'll let you finish. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, anyways, yeah. So yeah, just been busy and like other priorities, and I guess that happens to everyone sometimes. Um, so I still like the last time I had a good workout, I remember feeling really good about it. I think it was similar to I did the four. I think I did 5 by 1K. No, I did 4 by 1K.
Couple weeks back, kind of thing.
2 weeks back, and I did what I wanted, and then last week I had stomach issues, and like this, like I don't know if I'm more sensitive to it, but like I feel the smoke. There's no smoke if you ask people, but like I kind of taste it when I'm running.
You mean
Um,
like the wildfires?
yeah, I just feel smoke in the air, even though you don't see it. Um, so I had like some asthma issues last week when I did the same workout. Um, so that sucked. And then I got so busy with work, I skipped like 2 days, 3 days. And then I did and then I haven't been eating well. And then I did my long run, and I didn't do like, I, yeah, I barely finished it. So like I ruined running for myself. Is kind of what I was like. I wasn't like normally you run 17 miles, you feel good, right? But like I felt horrible after. So yeah. Anyways,
I'm sorry, man.
yeah. I mean, pretty lucky that we can do it. So like, there's no sorry. So
Well, sorry is for that. Seems like you're carrying a lot. Seems like you're carrying a lot about this emotion or whatever. So I'm just telling you that I feel for you. That's all.
yeah, that's not what I'm looking for though. So, but I
Okay.
understand what you're saying. Yeah, like I'm just like I'm fine with it. It's just like sometimes you have shifting priorities, and I just have to accept that it's my priorities are I do like if I had and like it's not an excuse for like overeating and all that or just like the not eating well, but like at some point like I have to accept that I'm just not going to be I can't always be the person I was when I like trained for Boston. I did a 303. Like maybe that's not a thing that I can always be, you know. Maybe there will be times in my life that I do have that capacity. So I'm not looking for like I don't want like people to feel bad for me because like it's not a bad thing that I'm going through. It's a good thing, but it's it's just an adjustment for me. So
Yeah, I don't think anyone like I don't. I'm not trying to like I. If I sense that someone's hurting, I
yeah,
feel for them. That's what I do.
yeah.
So I didn't mean to. Okay, so you're fine with it. You're at peace with it. This is where you want to be. You're happy that you're taking a bit of an off season and not being obsessed with running.
I don't know what I feel. So I'm a 47-year-old man who doesn't know how to handle his emotions. All I know is that I have to figure out a way to be okay with not being like the runner that I was somehow, and or I have to figure out a way to be that runner again. So it's kind of it's tough. Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe I'm not. There's probably a lot of people like part of it is like you get older, it gets harder, but at the same time, like I know that I'm not at my peak. Like I know that I'm not doing anywhere. Yeah, I don't know. Too much of a, I'm sharing too much, I think. But is there anything
We
exciting we need to talk about that other than this? Yeah.
there's one other thing, and then we can wrap up this
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
There's just this guy that has been on the podcast in the past.
Oh yeah.
Had himself a day a couple of weeks ago, a week and a half
Oh
ago.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That was amazing.
Holy smokes. Seeing this guy. His name is Victor Louet. He's a friend of the pod. We used to crush him in Ironman and triathlon in triathlon all the time back in the day. You and I
Beat him
would
once, maybe. Yeah.
beat him at races all the time. Um, once
Beat
by
him a
4
couple
seconds.
times, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. And he went out to Copenhagen and he did the Copenhagen Ironman. I set the alarm in the morning, a reminder, check his time. I woke up. He was finishing the marathon when I woke up, and I said, "This has to be a typo." Projected time was 9 hours and 10 minutes or something. I was like, "That can't be. He didn't do a 9 hour Ironman. I'm like, that's not possible." 3 hour marathon. Anyways, he did. That's the punchline. Congratulations to Victor Loet. I mean, his swim was, I think, exceptional. I would say 110 or
His swim
something.
was really good. Like I don't know if that's an easy course or what, but like it was fast. 104 or something. Yeah.
104, yeah, 104. And then his bike, you would say of the three, it's
Yeah, yeah.
probably
I could have beaten him on the bike. But
could have
yeah,
beaten him on the bike.
yeah.
450. I don't even,
455 or something. 454 for
so comfortably below 5, but like
yeah.
5 is still like you do sub about 5 hour triathlon Ironman, but like
I've done it
not
once. I've done it once, yeah. So
yeah, but I mean, like I can't do that. So like that's still decently fast. But for a guy who finished, what did he finish? 89th overall or something? Do
yeah,
you recall?
94th or something.
94th overall.
I don't know. He finished up there.
Like that was his weakest, arguably. He finished 10th overall in the run. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see. He finished 10th overall in the run. He
10th
must
overall,
have been passing people the whole
301
way.
or 302. 302 marathon after like spending all day in the water on the bike, our buddy Victor Loes. So I wanted to shout him out. He's the
Yeah,
only
it's
thing I have on my list is that guy to shout him out. And then I had just a quick touch in. Have you watched any of this Phil Gore backyard? Probably not. Obviously, you got a lot of things going on.
Oh, I watched for a little bit. It was not really interesting. I mean, it's tough to.
Tough to fill 24 hours. I mean,
I think they're doing a good job though. But,
they are Pato and whoever else.
yeah.
I'll say this: like you and I one time did a 3 hour commentary on the New York, 3.5 hour commentary on the New York Marathon on my race. Do you recall this?
Yeah.
And it's still like the video is watched a lot. There's a lot of people, and there's a lot of people that are watching it now because the New York Marathon's coming up. So it's POV. I got the chest cam on, and it's no sound, and there's some stats on it. And I think I'd asked you, why don't we do like 3 hour
Yeah.
running commentary on the New York Marathon? And we did it, I think, over 2 sessions, if I recall, 2 different blocks of recording.
Yeah.
And you and I were just like I mean, oh, I remember this part. This is where I went over the bridge.
Well, that's way easier than
I know.
doing the because there's no foot like they should have more cameras or something. But anyway.
It's tough. It's a tough watch. I mean, it's a tough watch. Phil Gore is doing something
yeah.
impressive, but it's like, yeah, they should almost have, wouldn't you just have one cameraman following him like nonstop? I think find someone
maybe
who's going to run that pace.
Maybe that'd be annoying, but golf cart.
Oh, maybe the golf cart or yeah, okay. But I mean, not like running with him, just like kind of from a distance, go in front of him or from behind.
Yeah, just kind of have a few more cameras, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, or a drone.
Yeah.
Anyways, not our. This is his first time, and he's doing a phenomenal job. And we love Phil Gore. Obviously, we talk about him all the time. We had him on the podcast. He's like a friend of ours. We're pretty good friends.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to his place like next Friday for a pot roast. No, we're not that
Maybe
good friends.
Pato, though. Yeah.
Yeah, Pato maybe. But yeah, he's into day 3, or where's he into? Yeah, he's done 2 days now. He's starting day 3. So it looks. One thing I had forgot to think about is this morning I saw he took a shower. Like showers.
Right.
Hadn't even thought of that. Like if you're running for 7 days straight, you need to shower.
Yeah.
Like we did our backyard, we didn't have to shower, right? But like he's got a shower. Shower. It's not just eat and sit in the chair. He's I hadn't thought of shower. But
Yeah,
anyways,
yeah.
you think
Crazy.
he'll do it?
Oh yeah, he'll do it. I think for sure he'll do it.
Yeah, I think so too. He's
I
just too
mean,
confident.
it's hard though. Like it's way harder than it's yeah.
No,
It's just
people have no unless you've attempted something.
not even
You
there's
don't
not
even
even
really
two
know.
people, five people in the world who have a 10% idea on how hard this is.
Exactly. Like you've done backyards. I've done multi-day event. Like I still have no idea how hard this is. I can't imagine. He's got to run 100 miles every day, nonstop for 7 days. I did 50K a day, and it was too much for me. Like
Mhm.
we're talking triple the distance. Like nobody. He's in a rarefied. Like nobody really knows what he's gonna go through because nobody's ever done this.
Yeah.
Like how many people, okay, he's gonna get to 100, let's say tomorrow or whatever, by the time you guys listen to this episode. And there will have been like four people that have ever done 100 or whatever on the planet. And he's got to go another 3 days after that. So yeah, you're right. There's less than a handful of people that have 10% of an idea of how hard this is. So I don't know why this thing I'm so intrigued by it. Is it odd that I'm this intrigued by what he's like? I kind of think this thing is phenomenal, and is it odd or is it people who've attempted backyards are more likely to be intrigued? Like I'm just so enamored with like this idea that he's going to run nonstop for 7 days. It just blows my mind.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's pretty crazy. So that brings me to the new half marathon world record.
Okay,
How is it
one.
related to this?
How is it? Okay, hold on.
So the pace that he ran
Oh,
the
yeah.
half marathon would be like 18 and a half minute yards. So in a world where you would have these guys that can run really fast doing backyard ultras, I could imagine a world where these guys could do maybe not 20-minute yards, but maybe they could do 30-minute yards indefinitely. And then they could actually get enough sleep to keep doing it indefinitely. And then it's just about getting the food in. So like I think that like if ever you had these super fast guys that started doing backyard ultras, like it's not going to happen. It's more of a theoretical experiment, right? Because like who's going to go and want to run for like an indefinite amount of time running? Like I think the whole concept of like running indefinitely is a thing that might be possible for humans, in that like in terms of backyard. But so I was kind of thinking about that maybe a few months back. If you had some really fit guys that were doing it and they were doing fast enough loops that they could actually get the sleep in, like that's the limiting factor. And then you could, yeah. What do you think about if it's even possible or?
Well, when I heard Phil Gore talk about how he might be able to do this indefinitely, my first reaction was, "Hey, stop that. That's crazy talk. You can't run
Well,
forever." That mean
he can't do it if he's only getting 2 hours of sleep a night, right? Like that to me would
no.
break him.
What if though? Okay, I think in his world he's getting 20 minutes a loop every hour on 20 minutes every loop. Let's say 18 minutes every loop. So it's 40-minute loops.
Well, then you approach 8 hours a night, right?
You're close to 8. Yeah. So like but you'd have to not miss one loop ever of sleeping. And you
Yeah,
would
and
have
it'd be like the Kramer sleep method. You know that episode where
remind me.
there's
Oh,
an
he's
episode where
sleeping.
he's like he's not sleeping at night. He's just
Yeah,
doing
yeah, yeah,
1 hour
yeah.
naps during the day.
Is that the one with the red sign with the chicken? And he's like,
Yeah, I don't remember, but yeah.
I used to know all these by heart. But so, okay, so Phil thinks there's a chance he could do 2 or 3 weeks or 4 weeks, right? Like he's like, so
Well,
that's
I
why I
don't
think he's
know if
gonna.
he thinks that. I think he basically said that no, there is a limit, but like at some point it becomes it's like, yeah, at some point, it's like, what's the point, right? You're close enough to saying you're indefinite that,
But I think indefinite's not indefinite unless it's indefinite.
yeah, true. Yeah.
Like
Well, how
if there
long would
is,
someone have to run for you to say, okay, they can run forever?
okay, good question. I'd say if someone does,
Well, eventually they're going to die no matter what. So, but
yeah, no, it's not a good exercise. But I guess 6 weeks, is that too much?
yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But like Phil could maybe sneak by on 4 weeks with a cumulative sleep loss. And like,
Hmm.
let's say 4 weeks got him like $1 trillion. He's not motivated by money, I'm sure, but like cured cancer or something. Could
Yeah.
he like kill himself to get to 4 weeks? But that would be indefinite, maybe, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
But like that 4 weeks, like, God damn, like that is like we did a day. We're decent runners and we're kind of psychos with endurance. Like we did a day. Like it's
Well,
mental. This
Nick
is what
Nick Burmy did
Nick
53
Burmy did
hours.
250. Yeah. And Nick Burmy is a beast.
That's how much he's trying to beat the record by.
Yeah. I'm just
It's pretty
fascinated by this.
crazy.
So
Yeah.
maybe so I guess your first question was do you think that like so would do you think if maybe the right mix and the right like if eventually this becomes a money sport and like in 10 years there's it's on
Yeah, well, that's
ESPN
the
and
problem. It's never going to be that, I don't think. But
no, it doesn't work great for but
I
maybe
mean,
then these Kenyans and these Ethiopians who are phenomenally fast and that probably have decent endurance maybe one or two of those gets in the backyard space and then we holy smokes these guys are sleeping and they're actually able to do it maybe.
yeah, well, it doesn't have to be as long as it's a fast guy, right? Like someone who can run a. There's a lot of guys who can run a half marathon in an hour, right? Maybe not that many, but like,
There's a
or even
lot,
if
yeah.
they can do it in an hour two, who cares? Or an hour five, right?
Yeah.
Like if you get one of those guys doing backyards, so an hour five, it's basically a third, slightly less than a third. They can do these loops in 22, 20, 25 minutes, let's say.
Even 25, right? Then you're
Yeah,
even if
25
you're just
minutes.
sleeping at night, now you're doing just at night, eight
Yeah.
loops or
Yeah.
10 loops, you're doing 30 minutes a loop, you're getting 5 full hours just at
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, then they kind of solve the last, to me, the last. I think guys like Phil and the 100 yarders have solved the nutrition problem and the hydration problem. Like it's they've kind of, I think they get to an equilibrium state maybe.
I think
Where,
I could get there. And I'm
yeah,
just on the food and water, to
yeah,
be clear. I
yeah.
think I could get to the point where I could eat enough.
Well, the problem is maybe muscle breakdown and things like that, and eating
Fair enough.
protein, and I don't know, but there's a lot of things that could go wrong still, like Phil said. But I think there's one thing that, like right now, like you can't go more than 7 days with 2 hours less of sleep. Like eventually, the sleep will get you.
Yes. So the only way to solve the sleep is either to be the absolute best sleeper possible and sleep every hour nonstop,
Hmm.
or to be quite a bit faster and have your heart rate lower and be able to pick bigger chunks when you are sleeping.
Yeah, well, I think you need both probably to like maximize it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like could and the problem with this sport, like this sport, backyards, like probably the reason it's so enthralling is it's got the whole like what do you call it? Free solo climbing vibe to it and the cave diving with no
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's like someone's gonna die maybe. And maybe that's why we can't look away because like a car crash and like someone's like someone's probably gonna die in a backyard at some point, right? Like pretty soon. Like that's not a far-fetched
I
comment.
think I think it's very important for organizers to be aware that that's possible. And
Yeah. And I'm saying most probably are, but like but I
yeah,
guess we accept death, right? Because like think of Iron Man. Like there's what did we say? 18 Iron Man death every year
yeah,
globally?
yeah. I don't know. There's quite a few, but yeah,
I think it's 18 between triathlon and Ironman. So like I guess we accept death as and like well, we, society, I don't know, whoever's organizing these races knows that, someone might die every race or two or three or four,
Yeah.
and yet they still have it. So like this race, someone will die at some point
I guess they're
potentially.
way safer than Ironman.
Yeah, they're way safer than Ironman, I guess.
So maybe not a big deal then.
Maybe. But just I don't know. I keep coming back to this concept that I pushed myself hard for 2 weeks, and it took me 2.5 weeks to just mentally recover from this. What? And I didn't push myself 1/50th of what those guys are going to do, right? Like those guys are actually going to. So like, I don't know, what is that going to look like? I think of Dave Proctor. Anyways, I've been thinking a lot about this since I did my run with
Dave
Bob.
Proctor's actually done. I think he's done some backyards.
Yeah, he'd probably be really good at it. I would imagine he could do 106K every day for 73 days. Okay, well, we're going to watch this Phil Gore thing. We're going to keep a close eye on it. I'm going to watch it. I've been putting it on in the office here when I can.
Just exciting stuff. It's
super exciting.
Yeah.
Super exciting.
So where's the total at? Where's the total money raised at?
Oh, I don't know. They were at 18 grand.
Well, I checked. I put it on yesterday, and it was 45 hours in, $45,000 raised. Right at $1,000 per hour.
Yeah, sorry. Where's the ticker? They're at 45 still. Yeah.
Oh, it hasn't been updated since. Oh.
So, just one guy on a microphone talking. I love it. Like
did you want to talk about the Edmonton Marathon?
Oh, we got to talk about this. Last thing we got to talk about. I mean, our chat was lit. So you tell the story.
Well, I don't know the details. I don't know the details, but like Todd, our buddy Todd, who knows distances, he knows how to spot a short course. I'll tell you that, or a long course,
or patterns in data.
Our buddy Todd sent us this link where, like, I didn't read much into it, but I saw Rory Linkletter, like the famous marathoner, was like, "Oh, I didn't go for my PR because I knew the course was long." And then I saw the next line, which was like the organizers doubling down and saying, "Nope, the course was right. Your watches are all wrong." Oh. And I was like, "Come on, don't trying to say that Rory Linkletter doesn't know if a course is long is like, to me, is like the most ridiculous thing.
It's insulting
to lose your credibility immediately, right? Yeah. Like, at least validate that his opinion means something. Like, come on.
He's the greatest Canadian runner, right? Like,
and not just him, but the girl, I forgot her name. Oh man, I'm forgetting her name. She's a great Canadian marathoner. She was at the Olympics too. She said the same. Oh, Natasha, maybe Wodak.
Okay,
I don't remember.
Yeah, okay.
Anyways.
But like, one thing I've learned as I gotten older, you talk about getting older and dealing with your emotions. One thing I've learned is, like, the greatest thing on earth is apologizing when you know you're wrong. It's so, like, meaningful, and it's like it liberates you, and the conversation changes immediately with the person you're apologizing to. And I can't imagine what's going through this race director's head so on Monday morning, or let's say Sunday, the race is over, and like people are starting to talk, and like, "Hey, was the course long?" And all his guys or gals are saying, no, we checked it. And he's like, "All right." And then these videos start coming out, like, and then he's like, for him, it was a him, I think, or for them, whoever it was, to say, no. Like, after what was happening in that office on Monday,
how bad information must have, like, not one person telling you, "Oh, maybe it was," like.
But this guy in Winnipeg, this Todd Friesen guy, is saying that we did the out and back twice, but we only took it out once. What do you think about that, Mr. Race Director? He's wrong. Should we maybe just look at it?
Maybe look into it a little bit, So contrast that. Like, let's contrast that, and I don't want to bring, because I love this event, but contrast that to the WFPS last year, and like, that is a well-run race, and like, it's just a whole different way, and they gained credibility, even though they made a mistake. Like, it's a whole different way of handling it, right?
Yeah. They owned it right away. And we love dude, you are the ambassador for the WFPS. You've said on this podcast like 500 times how it's the best race,
Yeah.
PRs, blah, blah, blah. So I think you get a little bit of a leeway here to say that, yeah, okay, they did a tiny screw up, but they immediately owned it. And like, look how like that race is going to be sold out. It's sold out this year because people know that they're trying their best. And if they make a mistake, they're going to own it. And people make mistakes. We know people.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
when I did my first CMV Canada half marathon, it was 200 meters short. I was embarrassed. I was mortified. People still talk about it to
Yeah.
this day.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know what? I apologize. That yeah, we screwed up. We were understaffed, under volunteered, and I made that mistake. And you just turn the corner. But this is like who's
Yeah.
going to
I
go
think
run
maybe
Edmonton?
there's a thing there where it was actually the Canadian track and field championships or
It
something.
was. It was the
Yeah. Yeah.
Canadian half marathon championships.
So I think that maybe added some
Well, yeah,
reason to be like in
they were.
denial about reality.
They were not. They were, but I don't understand how. It's one thing to be like asked a question on live on a mic on a
Yeah.
stand or something and
Yeah.
be like, no, it's right. Like we double checked it. But it's another to come out with a statement a day after you've had all this time to review. Like, no, that's unacceptable.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Rory's,
But like okay, so race directors out there, if you get like one of the best marathoners in the world that says your course is either short or long, yes, he could be wrong, but spend some time checking. Like, there's a really good chance that he's right.
yeah, I think he knows if he was doing what would Rory be running 320s or 330s, right?
258,
Sorry.
257 kilometers.
257s or 310s. Like he knows the difference
Yeah.
between those 2 kilometers. Because it was
Yeah.
like, it was 700 meters on 21 kilometers. It was 3%. That's
Yeah,
a big
it's
difference.
2 minutes or whatever it is. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, we're grateful that Edmonton came out and said, "Oh yeah, you know what? Todd Friesen was right in Winnipeg, and here's the mistake." And it was really a simple math error.
yeah, classic.
It's like they, oh yeah, but we're doing it twice, and then they have to do double the distance. Oh yeah, okay, we screwed up. So, anyways, glad that they
Finally they admitted it, right? How did
yeah,
it end? Like, wasn't really following it that close, but
it ended. They just issued a statement
yeah.
after much internal recent information has come forward or something. I'm not going to pretend that that's what it said, but it was
Yeah.
it was a oops, we screwed up.
So
After
Todd, the data guy, the
Todd,
running data guy,
I am
figures it out
running
again.
tomorrow morning at the track with Todd.
Yeah.
He's a fun guy to run with. I like running with you, Todd, if you're listening to this podcast. All of my buddies that I run with, I like running
Where
with. However,
where are you guys meeting and at what time tomorrow?
well, we were going to do Elmwood, but I think we'll do Grant. You want to come? Get cheered up a
Man,
bit?
that's far, man.
Or we'll go to Elmwood. We'll go to Elmwood. We'll warm up together.
I
We'll
haven't
jog-
done I was supposed to do my speed workout today, so maybe I'll switch them up. I'll
Yeah.
do
6:45 a.m.
the 6:45.
Let's do it. Me, you,
Yeah.
and Todd.
Yeah, I'm in, but I'm
Okay.
so slow, so it's gonna be
Doesn't
embarrassing.
matter.
Yeah.
It'll just feel good to get out and run fast.
I don't even know what is the workout.
It's 5
Oh.
times 1Ks, I think.
5 times 4 minutes, which is I'll just say it's okay.
Yeah. Okay, so me, you, and Todd tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll text you guys in the chat.
All right.
Elmwood. Do you want to run there as a warm up?
I usually
Or
do
you
run
gonna-
to Elmwood as a warm up. Yeah, that's my.
Yeah, I'll do-
It's it lowers my overhead. Does it
Yes.
or does it or?
I think so, right? Because you don't have to get in a car and drive there,
Yeah,
right?
that's also why I always bike. I always bike. Oh yeah, you biked yesterday. Let's talk about that. Was it stormy?
I got caught in the storm. I'm an idiot. I'm new to biking, so I don't know that you have to check the weather.
Oh, I
guess, 'cause-
never do. I just go too.
Okay. So I was at the condo. I stopped at my house for just to say hi to the kids quickly. And like when I went to leave, it was downpour and lightning. And I was like, so I just waited out the storm and then I finished.
Oh,
But
did you see the beautiful lightning though?
It was wow. It was spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
quick story too.
I
Sorry.
was
Go ahead.
so about lightning and weather. Like I used to work on a golf course, and I think it's one of my I can like predict when these things are gonna
You're the
happen.
best guy I know for
So
weather
so I told
predicting.
my kid like it was like 6 p.m. I don't know. It was about an hour before, and I'm like, it's gonna be a nice. There's gonna be some nice lightning in about an hour, and turned out to be. It turned out to I was right. So
Nailed it.
yeah.
Yeah. I other quick story I have to say. I went to Aikens Lake on my annual fishing trip
Hmm.
with the guys that my good buddies, my old drinking buddies that are still my buddies. And the night there, we had a fire on the beach, and you're in the middle of nowhere, so it's awesome.
Yeah.
And they had the meteor shower. Do you remember that meteor shower
Oh
Perseid?
my yeah, Tanya was telling me about it.
We were there that night and Northern Lights at the same
Oh
time,
my God.
just sitting on the
The
beach.
things we get in Manitoba that we take for
Yes.
granted sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was bitching about living in Manitoba and I wish there were more this and that and this and that, but goodness gracious, that was something else. Shout out to Pitt Suren, Pat Trudel, and the crew there. They gave us such an awesome 5-star experience. They're not
Pat
sponsoring
Trudel
us,
is
but
still around there.
he's still
Nice.
around, yeah. And they're great. They're awesome. It was the coolest night stargazing I can, well, in my life, because we had both the northern lights and the meteor shower, and then the sunrise came up. I pulled an all-nighter like I'm 12 years old all over again. Didn't help with the recovery, but it was epic. So shout out to that. That was fun. Did not do any running while I was there.
I do have a story about getting caught in storms.
Let's
So
go.
you mentioned getting caught in storms. So this is going to be a shout out to my buddy Simo, Chris. So I was doing my workout. We were both training for Ironman that year. It was last year. And I go out for my workout and I see Simo coming back as hard as he can. It's starting to rain
Million
a little
miles
bit.
an hour,
Yeah, like
400 watts.
hardest he's ever, the hardest he's ever gone. And he's like, "You better get in. It's gonna start raining." And I'm like, "Oh, maybe, whatever. Won't be a big deal." So I just keep going, and then it just starts pouring like crazy, and I kind of decide it's probably not safe to be biking because there's lightning and whatever.
So is
And
that a thing? Lightning, get off the bike? Is that a thing?
I'm not sure. Patrick has said it to me a couple times. I mean, yeah, I usually don't stop my bikes for any reason. So, but that day there was hail and whatever. Storm was so bad, I just stopped at Moons and I just like went under
At
the
where,
restaurant
sorry?
at Moons. No, at the corner of Selkirk and the 206 and where that
Okay, one
bridge
of those
is,
restaurants there.
where
Yeah.
that bridge is goes to Selkirk on 44 actually.
Okay.
Um, and I was like, I phoned Chris and I'm like, any way you could come and pick me up? So he told me to come back and I didn't
Oh, you
listen.
called him for a ride. You could
And
have
then
called
I
me.
called him for a ride.
Oh, that's a embarrassment central there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's speaking of uh, Iron Man. I went for lunch with Trav the other day,
Yeah.
our first ever Iron Man buddy, and he got me thinking I should probably do an Iron Man, or I'd mentioned it a few times on here, eh? He sent me a list of the ones. So I don't know if you have any interest in doing one next year. I know it's very early, but I'm just letting you know that Trav and I are likely going to do one.
Yeah.
Uh,
So Simo did talk to me a little bit about, so he wants to maybe do California
okay, so
again.
Trav's ranking is California 1, Jacksonville 2, Florida 3.
Yeah, I'll do California again.
I know you've done it already, but wait, California is October 18th next year. Oh, that's late. Like, is this
Yeah, but California's fun. California's a good one. It's fun. You
okay?
don't even need to swim.
Don't
You
even need to
just
swim. Cheat or swim.
you
So,
just float down the river.
okay, but I will say this: if I don't know if I'm going to get my sub threes here. So, like, I'm probably not going to get it, both of them. I think it's
No, you'll get them for sure.
okay. Well, thank you.
Maybe. I think you will. Yeah.
I realize it's not guaranteed. Like, I'm well aware of it. But,
Yeah, yeah. I think
so,
Berlin you will.
well, if I
New
get
York.
Berlin, I'm pretty sure I'm getting New York. 4 weeks after, I'll be recovered. I'll be.
Well, New York's for sure. I would say 6 minutes slower than Berlin,
I know.
depending on the
I'm kind of
conditions.
trying to be funny. Well, if I get Berlin, I get New York for sure.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
four
okay, yeah,
weeks
no,
after.
agreed. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, for sure.
So if I don't get both, Something outside?
Nothing. My kid just went out with my wife with on their scooters, and I guess the helmets are all at the camper.
Yeah.
So he's wearing my time trial bike helmet.
Your youngest?
The oldest is wearing the time
Okay.
trial helmet.
TT helmet. Um, if I don't get my Berlin and my New York, then that Ironman's out because I need to get those next year, whichever one I don't get. But assuming I get both, then we should get a real crew going. Like if Trav goes, I go, you go. I'm not gonna do a 10 hour. Like I'm not gonna. I'm saying this now. I'm preparing my excuses. I just kind of want to go and have a good time and crush the run. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
So that'll be my second time doing it, but it's fun. It's fun. It's fun.
Okay. Otherwise, we could do Ottawa in August, but that's middle of August.
No, so yeah, I would do Ottawa too. But the thing is, there's the Edmonton.
Oh, you're going to the World.
Simo, I think, wants to do Ottawa, California. That's why I would prefer to do it.
Okay. Simo wants to do it. Trav wants to do it.
An extra
I'll
guy.
do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it, and then you would be the only one who'd be doing it twice.
Yeah, I don't care about doing it twice.
Okay. I've kind of decided I don't want to do marathons a second time. So like I was thinking
New York?
I mean New York
Boston.
might be the only exception. Boston, don't hate me for this.
Done with Boston?
Yeah. I liked it.
Yeah,
It was
makes
fun.
sense.
Don't hate me for this.
I think I'm done with it. I will never qualify again.
So yeah, disagree. I'm going to leave that topic
Yeah, no,
aside for now.
I could, if I get old enough, I could potentially qualify again.
Yeah, I don't know if you need to hear this, but I'm going to say it. You, Charlie, you.
I'm making jokes.
Okay,
jokes.
all right, all right. Okay. Jokes are allowed. So I think I'm done. So I've been thinking a lot about. We're going long here, but I've been thinking a lot about like what I really want to do. What's the most fun, fitness wise? It's kind of the opposite of what you're going through right now. But I really like marathon builds. Goodness gracious, they are fun. They're so fun, marathon builds. So,
Yeah, no, I like marathon builds. I do. It's probably my favorite thing too.
So I'm thinking I want to maybe just race the living crap out of a race next year. One race, one marathon, pick a nice flat, not 50,000 runners, like good aid stations, maybe like your race.
The January Mesa one.
But I'm doing the 100-miler in January, which,
Oh.
holy smokes, what did I sign up for?
That was a mistake.
That was run drunk. I was run drunk, 100%. I was run hammered. Run
Well, it
blitzed.
should be a good time though.
Yeah. It's going to be hard though. It's going to be hard. But I want to do so I think my list next year is starting to take shape in my head. 4 minutes, I got to go here. But a 100-miler perhaps. That's happening. That's in the book. An Ironman somewhere, and then maybe like a super fast marathon if I can find one, and then a bunch of 5K PBs if I don't get all my PBs this year. Anyways, we could talk about this another day, but I've been thinking about how fun it would be to do like a 16-week marathon build and just get like fast.
I feel like 16 would be maybe too long for you.
From 3 to 16, too many weeks? Going
No.
3.
Maybe 12.
8. Okay, 12.
Maybe 12.
Okay. So that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe a May marathon. So then I would do 100-miler in January, take a month off or whatever, and then 12 weeks, and then
Yeah, and for me, I think ideally a 16. Like I'm the opposite. I think maybe we're different in that. Like I just need to build up nice and slow and not feel like I have to gain all the fitness in 4 weeks, and then that just like kind of maybe intimidates me. So
okay.
as opposed to if I had 16 weeks, which I haven't had. I haven't had a full build for a marathon since my last good marathon, I guess. So maybe those things are correlated.
Perhaps.
I mean, I guess like if you consider,
Well, Phoenix was
well, no, but the thing is, Phoenix was 8 weeks.
okay.
Then I got sick, and then because I focused on backyard for a bit, and then I did LA, So like none of those were to me like proper builds. I tried to do shortcuts. Don't do shortcuts. I don't know.
Do you think backyards is out of your life forever?
No,
Okay. Okay.
no, it's not. What are you? What about you?
Well, you know how you're run drunk and you make, like I used to say this about boozing, like you would never book a trip when you're 8 beers deep, and you
Yeah.
should never cancel a trip on the Monday when you're recovering from a bender.
Hmm.
And I think it's the same with running. Like I'm high as a kite sometimes on running, and I'll go and I'll book a 100 miler, or and I also shouldn't cancel trips and ideas and stuff I have in my mind when I'm at a low after a dopamine crash. So I told myself 2 weeks ago or last week that I would never do another province because I'm like, this is ridiculous. I don't need this. And I also said around that time, backyards are similar. I'm not going to do another backyard. That's ridiculous. Why would I want to put myself through this? And I'm better than this. I like marathons. Let's do those instead. And now I'm starting to think maybe that wasn't, maybe that was just like hungover Rob talking.
Yeah.
Like I was run hungover, and you shouldn't cancel trips when you're run hungover. I was
Yeah.
definitely run hungover.
Yeah. So that reminds me, like, not even hungover yet. I'm still like, so when I guess when I was doing the two long 100 milers I did, at some point I said, this is stupid. I'm never ever doing this again.
Yeah. The Utah one and the Sycamoose
Yeah.
one.
During, I said, I told that to myself. And I think all my Ironmans, I told myself that as well. So I think,
It's just part of being run hungover.
yeah, maybe.
I still have the the phone reminder every month. It goes off on my phone. Do not sign
Do
up for
not.
Suffer on Centennial. Every month it pops up on my phone. So
Are you
like,
considering it? Are you
well, I think I'm
considering it
gonna do
again?
Suffer on Centennial again. Like, I get that I was in a dark space there, but like that's a fun race. Is it fun? Is it fun? I don't know anymore. I feel like it's fun.
It's too long. It's too long.
Oh, these goddamn races that take years to finish.
Yeah.
It is
I mean,
long.
I guess if I was Scott Dodds, it wouldn't be a big deal, but
Yeah, if I could just do it in 7 hours like those guys do it. I think it was fun. Was it fun? I think it was fun. I don't know. That reminder
you know what? I was starting to come into my own in that race until I got lost the third time.
twice, 3 times.
But I felt
Honestly,
like I was passing people. Like
you
if
would
you
have
don't
you would
pass,
have loved that little stretch around Falcon Lake. It was
and I was
flat,
actually like running about like
faster than me. You're running faster than me.
70, 80% of the time by that time when I got to there because I was like because I was committed to my so I I have that urge to like want to try it again to see if my strategy now I know where I still don't know where I should have gone for that uh
Well, all
I
we
would
need to
be
do is
careful. I would be
just
careful.
get the map on your phone, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Or run with someone that knows the
Yeah.
course.
But like, I think if I want to do that, I can't believe I'm thinking about doing that race again. But if I am going to do that race again, it would have to be I would go out a few weekends before the Falcon and just do 20 miles, various different chunks of.
Just do the first 50K over three couple
Yeah,
weekends. Because the
yeah. Do
last,
the
well, I didn't see the last 20K. Sorry, the middle 20K are not bad. 50 to
the
70, 50 to
50
70,
to 80,
50 to 80 are not bad. And then you only got
not
20K
bad.
left.
And then you're pretty much done. You only have a half marathon left. But I don't know. I don't know if I do. I don't know. I'm not signing up for it for sure because I think I was like if you're I think I was pretty dark if I was saying like don't ever do this again. Like you're gonna want to do it, you're gonna want to sign up for it. Don't do it. Here's a reminder for you not to do this ever again. That's a pretty
Yeah.
strong statement by myself.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're watching one of those sci-fi movies and it's like a time capsule from the future or a different dimension or something and it's like a video of you talking to yourself and I don't know, think of a movie and it's saying something and you're like, well, that can't be. I wouldn't say that. That's how I feel about that reminder. Okay, we'll wrap this up, Charlie.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
I'll text you about a run tomorrow.
Hopefully, I'm less grumpy next week.
It's okay to be grumpy. I've been grumpy many a time on the podcast. All right, and in the meantime, more miles, less pace. Enjoy your training, guys. We'll see you next week.